Mr. Gentile, do you still have Exhibit P in front of you?
Just plain old P?
P,
Yes.
and page 100, the bait stamp, page 100.
Yes.
Your testimony is that you've looked for but cannot find any email sent by Mr. Benish to you on or about July 19th, 2011, correct?
I did that when we were in court last, whatever that was.
Even had Mr. Benish supplied you with copies of Southern Nevada Water Authority and Virgin Valley Water District agreements and board agenda items from the Southern Nevada Water Authority or Virgin Valley Water District, is it your opinion that any of those documents would be confidential and privileged?
No. Those are all public documents. The board agenda is not a public document?
Turn to page, or Exhibit D, which is your declaration.
Yes, sir.
Exhibit D on paragraph 13. There's a statement about documents that you received on June 23rd, 2011.
Yes, sir.
And there are attachments to your declaration that are listed as exhibits 2C in exhibit 2C. To the best of your knowledge, are those documents the documents that you did receive from Mr. Benish related to the Southern Nevada Water Authority and Virgin Valley Water District agreements?
You mean all of 2C?
All of 2C.
Well, here's the agenda. Mr. Zarnowski, I wish that I could truthfully answer that these are the documents. Okay? I honestly don't. I'm not sure I understand your question.
Well, I always enjoyed cross-examining my mentors. Could you look at Exhibit D?
Exhibit D?
Exhibit D.
Okay.
Which again is your declaration, and read paragraph 11. You don't need to read it aloud.
Yeah, I mean, I know that George Benish sent me these, but I don't think this is, if you're asking if this is the July 19th email and the attachments, there is no July 19th email. I do remember getting these documents from you.
No, Mr. Gentile, you misunderstood. I've asked you if these are the documents as reflected in paragraph 11 that you actually received on June 23rd.
These are the documents I received. What's confusing me about this is, I know I got them on the 23rd, all right? What's confusing me about it is that bill that says it was July 19th. I just don't understand that. I'm lost, and I did make a search yesterday.
But when you did your declaration or affidavit with respect to paragraph 11, had you reviewed your emails and determined?
Yeah, they were all in front of me. I reviewed every document that this relates to.
And you found Exhibit 2, the documents in Exhibit 2C attached to the June 23rd, 2011 email.
That's right.
pages of Exhibit PP.
Okay, we're gonna have to, you're gonna have to direct me. to
Yeah,
the
I know,
pages, 'cause
that's my
not-
collation. I'm
Somebody
looking for,
dropped the deck after I was shuffling.
looking for an email dated January 4th, 2012.
Yes, I noticed it. I have it.
All right. On January 4th, 2012, you sent an email to an Adele L. Johansson and asked to pull an email from George Benish to you that's dated December 29th, 2011 into ProLaw. Do you see that?
I do.
And can you tell me, did Mr. Benish send you a document
Yes, he did.
that we haven't spoken of on December 29th, 2011?
He sent me a document, sent me a civil lawsuit.
And what was that civil lawsuit about?
Civil lawsuit was filed by the Brownstein Hyatt firm on behalf of one of their clients, and it named 4 or 5 different defendants in a securities fraud allegation.
And was one of those defendants somebody connected
Bo
with this
Bingham.
litigation?
Bo Bingham is a defendant in that case.
All right, and
Objection, Your Honor, this is totally irrelevant, and I
Well,
it's totally.
it's an admitted exhibit, and he's just explaining the nature of part of the admitted exhibit. Go ahead.
is that, to your knowledge, the last email that you received from Mr. Benish?
Yes. Which is kind of why I brought up Clark Bingham earlier, because I really did think he was Clark Bingham, or a relative.
I have no further questions.
Okay, any redirect, Mr. Bingham?
Mr. Gentile, you talked about how you needed George Benish to get those, what you stated were public records, correct?
I didn't say I needed them. I just said that I received them.
But George Benish was tasked with going out and getting those documents, correct?
George Benish got the documents. Whether I tasked him to do so or not, I don't recall.
And Mr. Linetti was paying George Benish to do that, correct?
I think at that time, well, I mean, indirectly, yes. He would be paying Gordon Silver, and Gordon Silver would be paying Mr. Benish.
Right, to get public records that could easily be obtained by anybody, right?
Maybe not as efficiently.
Was any effort made to submit a simple public request document to Virgin Valley Water District?
If you can get something in 3 days, why would you want to take 3 months? No effort was
Are
made.
you aware that the statute requires documents to be turned over in 5 days if they're requested pursuant to public records request?
Actually, I wrote an article for the Nevada Press Association on that very issue, so I'm very aware of it. I'm also aware of the fact that it never happened.